Okay, y'all, what's going on? It's be your boy Scotty, and I don't even know what the fuck this video is. I guess it's just some random ass video. You know what I mean? So whatever. So let's talk about my trip to Houston. Um, this trip has been in the making since after I came back from Chicago because I wanted to go see K Michelle while she was in Houston, and I saw her. This was going to be my third time going to see her or whatever. So I just want to go see her in concert and see her backstage. So I left out early Friday morning, made it to Houston like at noon time. And after that, I took my bath, did what it did, and just went out on the town. So I went to the Galleria Mall and I went to go shopping. And lo and behold, one of my YouTube subscribers hit me up on Facebook. They hit me up on my personal Facebook. And they asked me, was I in Houston? And I was like, yeah, I am. They was like, well, I work in the Galleria Mall. And if you ever decide to come to the mall, I would love to meet you. And I was like, well, actually, I'm in the Galleria Mall. And I told them what store I was in. And they came in and they told me which subscriber they were. And they are one of my longest running fans. Like, they have been watching me since I first started. When I had 2 subscribers, they was one of the 2 that was there. And they stayed there for a long time. And they still coming. And if you're who I'm talking about, put your experience below so the world can see it. You know what I'm saying? I would love for you to let them know. But I was he met me. He was very nervous and startled, but he thought that he weirded me out. That I basically told him that when anybody recognizes me, I'm startled because I just feel like I'm just Scotty from the block, pretty much. Scotty from Red Bull Park. That's who I am. You know what I mean? So I'm not really nobody to be fawning over. I just get in front of a camera, state my opinion like everybody else. It's just on a more bigger platform. I'm not just sitting in my living room talking to nobody. I'm sitting in my bathroom or in my bedroom or in my kitchen dining room talking to about a good two to 3,000 people a week, pretty much, a day or 2 or whatever. So it was really nice. We took a picture. I don't have the picture in my phone anymore because we'll get into that in the midst of the video. But we took a picture together, and he was so happy to meet me. And it was really crazy because to me, when people come out and I'm out places and people recognize me, and I really do doubt myself a lot. Like I said before, I talk about my channel and how it's been flopping for the last few months and everything like that. And I have lost a lot of subscribers, y'all. Like, I do look at my subscriber count. I lose subscribers all the time. But at the end of the day, just cherish the people that you got riding for you. Sometimes it does get discouraging when you lose people and when your views ain't the same or when you feel like you're not getting the support that you should when you supported everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's just how things go. Everybody just not going to support you the same way you support them. And, everybody's not going to watch you like they watch everybody else. I've grown over the last few years. So at the same time, once I started to turn down instead of being turned up all the goddamn time and showing a little bit of growth, that's when people started going away because they used to me being turned all the way up. And I'm not turned all the way up anymore. I'm a grown ass man. I'm not 21 anymore. Because when you first saw me, I was 21. I'm 27 now. Like, it's been years. So nah, I'm not the same guy anymore. But yeah, so it was very exciting to meet him. And then after that, I met up with Jamar, Jamar84, but I think his YouTube channel is named Jamar Washington, his full name. We met up for the very, very first time because we were supposed to meet up for the Blackout last year, but of course, with the things that happened with me, I couldn't go to be with him and Justin and Adrian. So, since I knew that he lived in Houston, I was like, well, I'm going to the K Michelle concert, so we should just link up while I'm down there. So we got together, and that was our first time ever meeting each other because our conversations was pretty much limited to FaceTime and text messages and talking on the phone all the time. This our first time meeting each other in person. It was like we met each other. We've been meeting each other. It's like we've been hanging out for years. Like, Jamar is like a cool ass dude, and he was very nice and giving while I was there because I didn't know nothing about the city life. Just like I was in Chicago last month, I didn't know nothing about the city life. I'm used to the country. I don't know shit about the city life. And I was just overwhelmed with this shit. Like I didn't know shit. And he didn't even know my friend, but he welcomed my friend with open arms as well. So, we had a great time. We went to the liquor store and I got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like fucked all the way up at that liquor store. Well, after we left, I bought like a bottle of 1800 and I bought some Moscato and I was drinking that shit like it was Sprite. Back and forth like it was Sprite. So then the next day, um, okay, so the next day was Saturday, so we spent a lot of time out at the mall again. So we went to the mall, and then the next thing we went to the fucking club afterwards. We went to the club, and Jamar and I went to this club called 2020. It was like a gay club, and it was all the way live, like all the way live, like. I really enjoyed myself, and Jamar pretty much was looking out for me the entire time I was in Houston, because I was getting drunk, and he was like, "I'm gonna get you a bottle of water." I was like, "Well, I only brought X amount of money with me because they don't have an ATM in here, I don't think." So he was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna buy you the water." When I drank that water, that it broke down the liquor just a bit, and it kind of sobered me up a bit because I was about to be all the way like fucked up. And then after the club, we stayed there till like the club closed. I think at least almost to the club closed, and we stayed out there. And then me, him, and another guy from my hometown, but he moved to Houston. He was here. He was at the club as well. We was outside talking to like 4:35 o'clock in the morning. Jamar took me back to my hotel room, and I was like, "Well, we're gonna link up tomorrow for the concert." And of course, we was filming everything while we were out. So yeah. So after that I went to my room. I went to sleep. The next day, we was going to eat, which was the next day, which was Sunday. Um, we was just gonna go out to eat, and then just spend some time, and then go to the concert. But before I get to that, I we was me and my friend went. We had went out long before the club, and we went to go see, I think it's called the Water Wall in Houston. It's a beautiful thing. We watched somebody get proposed to and everything, and I was like, being a bitter bitch, I was like, well, it ain't me, whatever, but it was tripping, it was funny. So Friday morning we get up, and Jamar texts me. He was like, "I'm en route to your room, so just be ready when I come." And I was like, okay. So I got the shower, and then my phone didn't charge. It wouldn't charge. So I thought it was my raggedy ass charger. So I was like, oh, okay, I gotta go over here to the Shell station, get a $7 iPhone charger until I buy me one from the Apple Store. So I tried to use my friend's charger, and it wouldn't work. Cause I was big, cause I knew we was going to the Cape Shell concert that night. So I was just stuck on my phone needs to stay charged, cause my phone is never charged. So okay, bam. I tried to use my friend's charge, still won't work. So I said, maybe I need to turn my phone on and off. So I turned my phone off, and when I tried to turn it back on, it wouldn't come on. Pissed the fuck off. Just automatically pissed off the rip. So after that, I was like, fucking, now how am I supposed to text Jamar back and tell him that, tell him anything? Like, how am I supposed to know that he's outside? So I was pissed off, pacing back and forth, mad as a motherfucker, because I'm like, nah, I can't take no picture with K. Michelle and everything. So now Jamar gets there. He was like, okay, it's like 1:30. The concert starts at 7:30. The concert starts at 8. We gotta be there at 7:30. So let's just go to the Apple Store now and see what we can do about your phone. Okay, so I get there. And I had paid, before I got to Houston, I paid all my bills and did everything I needed to do. So I was left with like $700 that I brought with me to Houston, because I know how to budget myself. So I wasn't going to spend a lot of money. I was going to have some money to last me through the week till I got paid again. So we got to the Apple Store. There's nothing we can do with your phone. You have to buy a whole nother phone. So I had to buy a whole nother phone. I spent every last dime on another phone. Like, I spent all the money that I had left over went to that phone. So I was broke. I couldn't do shit. So I was like, fuck it. Now I'm finna be hungry. I can't eat or do nothing for the rest of this time I'm here. But Jamar and my other friend would not allow me to be down on myself about it. They said, well, you need a phone. You can't just be in Houston without a phone. You need a phone. You're away from home. People need to know what's going on. You need your phone. And they helped me out. They helped me get some food. They helped me with everything. So I'm never the one that doesn't have any money. Like, I'm always the one with the money. I budget myself well. Like, I always budget myself. I budget myself with this trip quite well. Like, I made sure I paid everything I needed to pay. And I took like $700 with me to go on this trip. And because I brought $700 because I knew I wasn't gonna spend that much anyway. Like, I wasn't gonna buy that many clothes, and I knew that all I really needed to buy was like a shirt or two, because I had already bought like a pair of pants or whatever. I knew I was gonna need a shirt or something like that, and then after that I was just gonna buy food, which whatever, I already had it mapped out, and I had to pay for my part of the room anyway. So I mean, that was enough. $700 was enough, but I didn't think that I was gonna spend the rest of my money on the phone. But I was pissed off, and Jamar and them was like, don't worry, like, you don't have to worry about it. We're not going to let you starve. And I'm just mad because I don't want to have to pay nobody back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like owing people. I like having it on my own. You know what I mean? But whatever. So, after I got over my bitch fit, we ate. I ate me some Taco Bell, and I was still ranting and raving about that, being a diva. And then we left. We got back to the room, and then we got dressed for the concert. So we left, and then we got to the concert. It started off a little bit late because her opening act had to come out. And then, PJ, that's her name. She had some great music. I'm going to check it out. And then K. Michelle came out and she performed. And we really enjoyed the concert. K. Michelle gave me all my life. So I had VIP. Me and my friend Montavious had VIP, but Jamar didn't. So Jamar had to wait for us. And I was ready to set it off in the House of Blues because this man made Jamar leave and said he had to go out. He had to leave the premises because he didn't have a VIP pass. And I didn't want to leave him out there because my phone was dead. Montavious' phone was going to die. And Jamar's phone was only on 6% when we got to the concert. So with that being said, that's my homeboy. So I'm not going to let him be stranded out there like that. You know what I mean? But they said they was going to let him sit somewhere, blah, blah, blah. Jamar said, don't worry about me. Y'all just got to be in line so y'all can meet and greet with K. Michelle. At that point, I didn't really care anymore because Jamar came to the concert with us. So I just felt like it was my business not to let him be stuck out there. And I was pissed the fuck off about that. But it is what it is. He wasn't worried about it. He just wanted me to go back there and see K. Michelle. So I went back there. My phone was dead, but my friend Montavious let me use his phone for the picture. So when I got back there, y'all, the first thing K. Michelle said to me was, now where you been? I ain't seen you since the first time I saw you. And I told her, well, you came to Jackson last year, but I wasn't close enough to get to you. You know what I mean? And the realest shit that ever happened was, you think that these celebrities really don't know you and they really don't give a fuck about you. But this woman, she follows me on all my social media. Maybe not Snapchat, but Instagram and Twitter, she follows me on it. And you would think that these people don't even be fucking with you like that, but they really do. They do. The first thing she asked me was, are you happy? Are you doing better? And she had to know what was going on in my life. When she met me the first time, I was at rock bottom. Like, that was probably one of the darkest times of my life. Like, I was just beginning to get up. I had just started working and shit. My channel was on point. I was just coming up at that point. I was coming out the darkness at the time I met her. And then I was getting involved with that man with the 3 fiancés and shit like that. And when she came back last year, I was at a bad place because of that man. And anybody want to buy her album was therapeutic for me because it was dealing with everything that I was dealing with, going through everything I was dealing with. And then when she came back this year, I was at a better point. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm at a better point. And that's exactly what I told her. And she was like, well, you may not be where you want to be, but as long as you're taking the steps to move forward, you'll get to where you want to go. And I'm just happy that you're moved on and you're moving forward and you're going to keep moving forward because you've been with me since before Love and Hip Hop. You've been there for me when I didn't have nothing. I was here with K Michelle when she only had 1,000 followers on Facebook. I mean on Twitter. From the moment that video with her singing on the piano, Where They Do That came out, I fell in love with her. That was 2009. I've been a fan of hers from the jump. So she knows that. She followed me in 2011. You know what I mean? We talked on the phone in 2012. You know, like this woman knows me and she follows me on all my social media. So she had to see the things that I was dealing with. You know what I mean? Like she saw it. And that almost made me cry. And I said, please don't make me cry. I'm about to cry right now. She said, don't cry, don't cry. I'm going to always check up on you because you've been with me from the start and you've always been with me and I'm always going to check up on you. And I want you to hold my hand when we take this picture. And she held my hand. We took the picture and we said I love you to each other and I left and I wanted to cry. And that's why I go so hard for her, because the woman that y'all see on TV is not the woman that I know. This woman knows me personally. She knows everything that I've gone through, and for her to ask me was I happy and that she cares, that did something to me, and that was the light of my whole trip. So only thing I can say is thank you to K Michelle and thank you to Jamar for making my weekend in Houston the best weekend I ever had. And that's all I gotta say about that, y'all. That concludes my trip to Houston. I got back home yesterday, and I was in good spirits yesterday when I got back. So, yeah, y'all, that really touched my heart. Y'all know how much I love me some K Michelle, and that's just not a musical connection. That's a personal connection that I have with this woman. I love her. So, y'all, with that being said, y'all, this is my review. This not even a review. It's just a video, and let's just say it's a story time. And I'm out of here, y'all. I'm gonna try to see if I can squeeze in do another video before I go to work, but it's probably impossible. But I'm gonna try to catch Basketball Wives again and do a review on it. So I'm out of here, y'all. Until then, I'll see y'all later. Peace.